Hey Empires and Allies fans, Cursius here. Now today we're going to talk about walls and how actually we may have been misusing them all this time. Now as you know, I'm panning around my base for you. You see I have my walls set up in a strange way. And I know what you're thinking, and I thought the same exact thing first, is that, you know, when you place the walls diagonal, well, there's a gap in between the walls, right? Well, apparently this is wrong. It's so wrong that it's right. Now, to understand why, what I'm about to tell you, we have to understand something, and that's how the how the battlefield is based. And first of all, I'm going to tell you that when you place your walls on diagonals from each other, just like this, it acts as a solid piece of wall and actually ends up covering more space and blocking more line of sight and line of fire. Now, why is this? And actually, you know, I was kind of struggling to figure this out. Like, why is this? Now, this is actually because the battlefield is based on a grid. Unit movement is based upon this grid. In order for a unit to pass through a sector on a grid and go to the next sector, it has to actively pass through another sector. If you see what I'm saying here. So when a unit, like, we're just going to pretend like, you know, the wall piece I have here is a enemy. The enemy has to pass through a sector, even though you don't see it moving like this, but this is how it's moving. It has to pass through a sector to get to a sector. Pass through a sector to get to a sector. Pass through a sector to get to a sector. Now, when the unit comes up to these two walls and wants to go to this space right here, it has to pass through one of these two sectors, and it cannot. So therefore, it has to attack one of the wall pieces or both, which generally I think they end up attacking both. But now that you understand, you know, the actual mechanics behind this, it actually makes a lot more sense now, doesn't it? So we've actually been using walls wrong all this time, because, you know, when you do it like this, when you put walls together, sure, you're blocking space, but if a unit wanted to go to this space right here next to the walls, it just has to pass through this sector right here and get there. You know what I'm saying? But if the walls are on diagonal from each other, then the units cannot pass through anywhere around the walls. Unless, of course, there is a open sector like right here. So I really found this really interesting that it works like that. But actually, since I figured out, you know, the game is completely based on a grid, then it makes complete sense for me now. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be HQ level 15 defense discussion, tips, tricks, stuff like that. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy. Make sure to leave a like if this helped you out, and I'll see you. Bye-bye.